Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Coliseum, where the Salette Lions JV basketball team is going to be facing off against the Danville Vikings JV basketball team. I'm Michael McCall, and next to me is Joseph Romero. This is sort of a geographical rival for the Lions. They're in Danville, the same city that we're in. Danville's going to take the tip off as they're moving it around the perimeter. Trying to find something. Rylan Taw tips it off. Fast breakaway. Lays it in with the left hand. 4-2. First points on the board for the Lions. Scored by Rylan Taw, the captain of this JV team. As Danville quickly gets it past the 10-second line. Passes into the high post, and it's stripped away. Nicholas Kellerman on the ground. Danville is going to get their hands on the ball, causing a jump ball. And it's going to be the Lions.
This is a very unusual game because usually the Salette Lions face off against 1A teams. But this time we're facing off against a 3A team, which means they have over 1,000 students.
Yeah, the Lions are usually facing teams off with a similar size school. The Lions have 100 students. And this Danville has about a little over 1,000 students. So they have a big quantity of people advantage, I guess you could say. As Ian Whitehead takes the shot, that's no good. Danville quickly bringing it to the other side of the court, showing their speed. Pass goes under the legs of number 5 for Danville. He touches it. It's going to be an over and back. Lions got to really watch out for this full court press that Danville's bringing. The Lions are not accustomed to a full court press, especially this JV team. They didn't have too much trouble getting past it the first time, but that's just going to be a hassle for them and an extra thing.
Pass to John Bronner, foul called.
Looks like it was a reach-in foul. Number 12, I believe, for Danville. That's their first team foul. Ryland's going to get it under the hoop. And the ball's passed into Nicholas. Almost has a good pass. Diving on the floor, almost to travel. John Bronner was there to try to get it up, but Danville's going to keep it. Number 5 securing it at the top of the key. Swings it to the wing, over to the corner. Shot taken by number 12. Bounces off the rim, no good. Elijah Hall somehow comes up with it. Throws it into number 12 for Danville. He gets it, goes for 2, no good, and he's fouled, going to the free throw line, shooting 2. I believe that foul was on Ian Whitehead. I didn't quite see who it was on. Apologize for that, but that's the Lions' first foul. And Danville's first opportunity, or an opportunity to put points on the board. They're going to miss the first one. And one thing that Kevin Quigley, the other varsity broadcaster, said that he heard a quote where a basketball coach said that a full court press, he says most teams, and Elijah Hall down wide open on the other end. He's going up, and number 11, he's going to take a charge. Big play for Danville right there. Elijah was open. 11 got his feet planted for Danville and was able to take the charge. No points counted for that basket.
5 to 12 on the outside. 12, not very sure what to do with the ball. Pass at 11. Ryland deflects the ball, goes out of bounds, or not. Number 12 goes in, passes it to 23, who gets fouled.
And Nicholas Kellerman, in the past few games, he's been able to get his hands on the ball, able to tip it from behind, sometimes in the front. That's just because of his huge wingspan. In this game, it looks like the refs are not going to let him swing his hands, not going to let him get any blocks. They called a shooting foul on that, so Danville plops a basket in at the free throw line. There we go. I was trying to say free point. I don't know what I was trying to say. Free throw line, giving them 1 point, 2-1. Second one's no good. Falls into the hands of Whitehead.
John Bronner passes it to Eli Hall. Eli Hall at the line, passes it to Ian Kellerman. Ryland on the outside to Ian Whitehead. Ian Whitehead for the shot, no good. 15 with the rebound. Passes it to Number 5. Number 5 to 12. 23 goes in, passes it out. Number 11 barely misses the shot.
And Lions with the height advantage right now with Elijah and Nicholas Kellerman. They're just big presences down in the post. Every time Danville tries to find some way into the post, they're meeting them. Great defense there, effort there by the two big men for the Lions. They just got to watch out for the perimeter. Danville shooting a lot of threes right now. They've missed all of them, thankfully. We just got to keep on top of that. With this press, they easily get past it. Nice pass there by Ian Whitehead. Elijah Hall backing into the paint. Gets fouled. Danville a little upset about that. Elijah going to the free throw line. Great play there by Elijah Hall. Able to back down in the post, swing around. Little offset, and he was shoved over, so he's visiting the free throw line. Number 33 lines up for the free throw, takes the first one, and that one's going to bounce out. 35 subs in for Danville. He's subbing in for number 15 as Elijah sets up to take a second free throw. He's going to knock that one down as it's Danville's ball.
Number 11 dishes it at 5. 5 to 23. 11 back with the ball. 35 goes in. Gets Nicholas Kellerman gets called for a foul.
And that's what we're talking about. The refs are not having any of that today. Nicholas has really got to watch out for that. This is the third time Danville's visited the free throw line. And 2 of them were because of Nicholas. He's just really got to watch out for that. He's got to stop doing that. Refs are not letting it happen. Thankfully, number 35 is going to miss that free throw. As Danville switches their players in the post to set up for full court press. Nicholas Kellerman easily comes up with the rebounds. John Bronner, point guard, gets it to Ian Whitehead. He finds Elijah Hall. Over to Nicholas Kellerman and lays it in. Nice play there by Nicholas Kellerman. Off the hands of Elijah Hall, unfortunately, and then fortunately falls in the hands of Nicholas Kellerman. Great play there, I guess, by the Lions. A little bit of fortune on their side there.
Number 12. Number 11 was open, passes it to number 35 again, and goes in. This time he makes it.
And that was just a defensive breakdown there on the Lions. I don't know where the big men were. As Coach Carlisle calls a timeout for the Lions, talk things over. The Lions, I mean, I don't know what you think, Joe, but I think the Lions are playing really well right now. They're having a little bit of a hard time scoring, but they're good. They're getting good ball movement. They're having a hard time getting offensive rebounds. I think that's a problem right there. They're taking shots. Ian Whitehead's taken 2 shots. Neither of them were very good shots, but saying that because both times Danville just got the ball quickly and went down the other side of the court, but they're having trouble on the offensive side too. And I think that's a reason. I think that reason is because of Elijah Hall and Nicholas Kellerman. As there are a few substitutions for the Lions as Sean Holman and Benedict Blood come into the game. Benedict Blood, a freshman, and Sean Holman, a junior. Just got to get open. Ball inbounded to John Bronner. Over to Ryan Taw. Now Ben Blood with it. Got to get it past the 10-second line. He's going to be easily defected by Danville, number 23. Ryan playing tight defense. Over out to the perimeter to number 12. Picks up his dribble. John Bronner almost jumps it. 5 on the logo. Over to number 11. John Bronner picking him up. Gets it to the corner. Fakes the 3. Drives into the middle. Out to number 11 for the 3 at the top of the key. That one's no good. Hard off to the right. Benedict Blood falls down, coming for the rebound, and he gets fouled by number 5. Good play there by Ben Blood by securing it. As he's shoved in the back by number 5. And I think that's 3rd foul of Danville.
Yep, for sure. Rylan Taw inbounds the ball to Sean Holman. Sean Holman still on the other side of the court. Passes it back to Rylan. Ryland dribbles it up, almost gets it stolen. Gets it stolen, passes it to 34. 34 goes with the layup, and it is good. 5-5. Ryland inbounds it back to Sean Holman. Eli Hall to Ryland Taw. John Bronner has it.
And he's getting double pressed. Might have been a foul there on number 12. That's the second time. I thought there should have been a foul. As Ryland Taw's blocked, he comes up with the rebound. No, it's on the grounds. You're calling a foul on Danville. We've been waiting for a foul. That's 2 on 12. That should have been called. Nothing called as he was all over John Bronner. As number 4 comes in for number 11. And the Lions having to face the pressure of the full court press. Ryland's trying to inbound it. Danville playing tight defense, double guarding the player at the top. And Sean Holman gets his player to fall down, doesn't take advantage of it. Gets the ball tipped away from him. Ryland holding on to it. Tightly guarded at the top of the key. Ben Blood over on the wing. Gets it to John Bronner. John Bronner trying to get off his defender off of him over to the corner to Ryland Taw. Ryland gets the ball tipped away from him, driving baseline, and he's going to be called for the travel. And this defense, the Lions are really having a hard time getting past it. Danville's all over them.
3 dribbles past half court. It's number 12. Back to 3. 3 goes in. Benedict Blood deflects the ball. Goes back. Number 35 to 4. Back to 3. Number 12. 3 again. 23 is going in. Passes back to 12. 12 for the 3. No good. Sean Holman with the rebound.
And there's the reach-in foul on Danville. Reaches behind Sean. Holman makes contact with him. As Marco Crew comes into the game for the Lions, he's coming in for Ben Blood. The Lions losing some of their height. They still have Sean Holman and of course they still have Elijah Hall out there. Nice, Marco's open. Elijah Hall did not see him. John Bronner at the top of the key. And Elijah Hall, beautiful pass there by John Bronner to the wide open Elijah Hall for the Lions to take the lead. Great vision there by John Bronner after the slight blunder of Elijah Hall. The ball into the post to number 12 as Marco Cruz comes up with it. Elijah taking the full court, goes all the way. I don't know how he was not fouled there. Number 12 gets the rebound and passes it up to 23. Back to 12, who's at the perimeter. Wanting to take a 3, doesn't. Hands it off. And he's slowing down. 17 seconds left in the first quarter.
Foul called on John Bronner.
Looks like he was tripped up by the screen, tried to get across it, and was called for a reach-in foul. As Danville makes a couple subs. Number 11 and number 5 coming back in. And Danville taking away their press after the Lions have just been able to find open holes. There's going to be slight breathing room for the Lions with 7 seconds left. John Bronner, he's going to take a quick shot, had a lot more time. And into the hands of number 5. I don't know how that quite happened, but the buzzer's going to ring with no points being on the board. The end of the first quarter, 7-5. And what do you think, Joe?
I think the Lions need to get in the paint more with Eli Hall and Nicholas Kellerman. It would be really good.
Yeah, I think on both sides, the defense has been just outstanding. The Lions' defense has been performing very well with Elijah Hall is in the paint, stopping it. With I'm very surprised by the guards too. They're out jumping on Danville, securing them, making it hard for them to dribble, putting a lot of pressure on them. However, on the other side of the court, Danville is doing the same. They're putting a lot of pressure on the Lions' offense, preventing them from getting into the paint. And big thing is they're not letting them take any shots. If the Lions want to take a shot, they got to find it. They got to make it. Danville's not going to let them be open for any shots, especially John Bronner, who dropped 4 threes in his last game. Somewhat out of nowhere. I don't know if you saw that, Joe, but John Bronner was just lighting up at the 3-point line. They were all swishes, which doesn't really have a big effect. It's just a little bit more unlikely to go 4 for 5, and none of them touched the rim. But the Lions just need to keep their defense up and attack offense more. They're getting more open holes. Danville's taking away their press, which is good, giving the Lions, as I said, a little bit more breathing room. But Kevin Quigley told me he heard a quote from a coach which was saying, you have a full court to play, basket to basket. And most teams let you play half the court without even any defense. They let you take the ball up to the line before any defense, and he said he didn't understand that. Why would you give them that huge advantage? And a nice steal by Ryan Taw. But he made his team, I think he coached a girls basketball team, he made his team do a full court press, and they got so many points from that because most teams don't know how to handle that, especially on lower levels. As Ryan Taw tries to put it in for 2. The ball swinging around the perimeter. His shot's no good, and the ball's picked off by Danville as he spins around, goes down. Sean Holman cannot foul. He doesn't. As the ball's thrown in for 2, and Danville's brought their zone, their full court press back. Sean Holman's open. Ryland doesn't see him. Marco Cruz holding onto it. Gets it to John Bronner. Nice pass. He has Elijah Hall open. Sean Holman gets it, and he's called for the foul. Number 11. I think that's his 3rd foul.
Danville Vikings really going on their defense right now. Lions have to find a way to get past it.
And the bookkeeper signals to the refs that it's a 1-and-1. So Sean Holman's going to the free throw line to take a free throw if he misses his first one. If he makes it, he's going to take another one. And this is a huge advantage for the Lions to already be in the bonus in the first half. As that free throw is going to bounce on the top of the backboard, and roll over to the other side. It's going to be Danville's ball.
Number 3 taking the ball from here. Dribbles it quickly, passes it to 4. 4 goes in the paint, passes it out to number 5. 5 takes the 3, and it is good. 10-7 Vikings. Eli Hall goes back and makes the layup.
A nice pass there from the Lions. Good vision we're seeing this game. Wide open Elijah Hall caught it on the run. Pass perfectly placed. Broke stride a little bit, but made it to the hoop and put it in for an easy basket, 9-10.
11 passes to 23 in the paint. 23 passes it out, back to 3. 3 takes a 3. For the rebound, it is a jump ball. Sean Holman falls over and I think gets hit in the eye.
It's going to be it's going to be the Lions' ball. Has Sean Holman holding onto the ball, sliding across the court. Don't know if I've seen that before. Was able to secure a jump ball for the Lions. Pass to Marco Cruz, a little bit too far. He holds on to it.
Ryland Taw goes in, then comes back out, passes to John Bronner. John Bronner, not sure what to do, passes to Sean Holman. Sean Holman to Marco Cruz. Marco Cruz, they lose the ball, but John Bronner recovers it. John Bronner dribbling around. The defense is really tight right now. The Lions are trying to figure out a way to get past it. Eli Hall is called. Called for a foul?
No, that's a jump ball. Number 35 was able to get his hands on the ball, so it's going to be a turnover. Good play there by number 35. I thought it might have been a charge there, but he had got his hands on the ball, and Elijah pushed into him and he fell over, but luckily it was not a foul. It was a jump ball.
11 dribbling around, passes it to 3, passes it back. 11, 5 was about to take another 3, but goes in, but passes it back out to 11. But 5 goes in, takes a little floater, no good. Sean Holman takes the rebound, passes to Ryland Taw. Marco Cruz dribbling past the half court. John Bronner dribbling, passing Ryland Taw at the 3-point line. Ryland Taw goes in and makes
what a play! Ryland Taw getting the ball, seeing the hole, drives in, goes to the left, which he is dominantly left-handed, puts in the basket, and gets fouled on the shot. What a play by the captain of the JV basketball team, Ryland Taw. And what I was about to say is the Lions right now, they're looking so comfortable out there. They're finding passes that are very good, breaking this press. John Bronner doing really well tonight, finding open holes, setting his teammates up for success right now. And Ryan and Taw with a big free throw, taking the lead by 2 with 4 minutes, 12 seconds left.
5 inbounds the ball. 3 takes it down slowly. Passes at 23. Tries to pass it at 35, but Eli Hall deflects it, passes to Sick, and Sick goes back to Eli Hall. Sean Holman had 3, passes to Sick, and it gets stolen again. That was
It's going out of bounds.
some messy plays.
Yeah, the Lions were just moving too fast. They need to slow things down a little bit. And Danville was moving a little bit too fast for themselves. So they passed it too far, and it's out of bounds. Lions ball as Nicholas Kellerman comes in for Elijah Hall. Sean Holman and Nicholas Kellerman. It's 1-on-2 now as the rest of the team shows up.
Marco Cruz with the ball, takes a shot, and it is good.
And Marco Cruz, big shot there. He comes in, drops a shot from the elbow, knocks down 2, bringing the score 14-10. Very fast-paced, close game for the Lions.
Number 3, 23, back to 5 on his usual spot. 23. Lions are trying to get their defense down. 3. 4-3. No good. Andrew Sick with the rebound. Andrew Sick's dribbling. Passes to John Bronner. John Bronner slows it down, but number 15 pushes him over. So going to call a foul on him.
Runs right into John Bronner. And John's going to go to the free throw line, shooting 2. Nobody was expecting John to stop there. He planted his feet and got plowed over. But he jumps right back up, and he's going to shoot 2 free throws. John Bronner spends a lot of extra time in the gym practicing, trying to perfect his shot, and he's going to miss that one as Nicholas Kellerman almost comes up with the rebound, tips it, falls in the hands of 35.
3 with the ball. Passes it to 5. Back to 3. 5. 5 with the ball again. 5 takes the 3 and makes it. 14-13. Lions on top.
And the ball deflected by number 12. Marcus got a pump fake before he passes, or pass fake. Excuse me, Andrew Sick open again, finally gets to him. Nicholas Kellerman, good look there. Over to Sean Holman, has Marco. He's gonna go up himself, and nope, passes it out, gives it to John Bronner. Nicholas Kellerman, ball tipped. A pass from John Bronner. The ball staying with the Lions, is what I thought. Danville thought it was their ball, as Ryan and Taw comes back in after a quick breather. With just over 2 minutes left in the first half, ball inbounded to Andrew Sick. John Bronner takes the 3, and that one's a little bit off, as 35 secures the rebounds. Hands it off to 12. Up the court to number 3. He finds 5 at the top of the key, way outside the perimeter. Dribbling around. Defense staying strong for the Lions over to the other corner. Top of the key. And now 12 for the shot. That one is going to fall for Danville Vikings, putting them up by 2. Sean Holman open. Ryan finds him. Nice look there. Nicholas Kellerman taking the dribble. Goes up. Crazy shot. 35 tries to take the charge. Sean Holman with the rebound. 12 all over him. 11 as 35 comes in to steal it. And finally, there's going to be a foul called on Danville. And the Lions continuing to be in the bonus, go to the free throw line. A lot of fouls on Danville, which after halftime, we'll come to you with a quick report on who has what fouls and if anyone's close to fouling out. Ian Whitehead comes into the game for Sean Holman. It's Nicholas Kellerman knocks down his first shot. Nice shot there by Nicholas Kellerman. Bring the score 15-16. Hopefully gonna knock down his second one, and he does. Nicholas Kellerman. Big shots at the free throw line. Tying this game up with 1:12 left in the first half.
11 at the top. Passes it to 5. 5 passes to 3 in the corner. 3 passes to the other side. Nicholas Kellerman intercepts the ball, but 23 gets it back. 5 on the outside goes in, and there's the timeout called.
I think it was on. The Lions set up. The Lions need to prevent a shot from here. They almost had the interception. Only they get another one, they're able to quickly come down and score. As the ball's inbounded, number 11. He picks up his dribble way outside the perimeter, passes it over to 3. He gets it to 11. Back to 3. They're trying to find something. Lost defense not budging. 11's going to take a deep 3. No good. As the ball bounces and hits the uprights. I don't know if that's called the uprights. I think that's rugby. But it hits the little band above the hoop, and it's going to be Lions ball with 30 seconds left. Lions gets past 10-second line. 15, number Whitehead, travels past it as Ryan and Ta is up by the logo. Watch out for over and back. Oh, he's got to get past. 19 seconds, drives in, hands it to Andrew Sick. He takes a shot. A little bit of, it was a forced shot as Danville comes up with it. 11 seconds left to 5. He's going to take the jumper. That one's no good. And Ian Whitehead's not able to secure it before it goes out of bounds. 5.8 seconds left. All the Lions can hope for is to stop Danville from scoring to keep it a tied game.
11 with the 3. Complete air ball. Ryland Taw. Pass, takes the shot. No good. 16-16. Halftime.
And the Lions just really out there playing very aggressive, very comfortable, they're looking very calm, very fast-paced game, able to keep control of the ball, which is great to see. Hopefully they can keep that up. Must be very tiring for them. Hopefully they can regain their energy in the locker room. But until then, please come back in about 10 minutes to continue the second half of this basketball game. Until then, thank you for listening. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of the JV basketball game. A thrilling and exciting game. Very fast-paced, low-scoring, 16-16 at the top of the third quarter. I'm Michael McCall, and next to me is Joseph Romero. Joseph, we've seen a lot from the defense. For the Lions defense, I mean, they've been playing really strong, but what do you think their weak point right now is on defense?
Well, the defense has been really tight, and both teams have the same priority. Just not let them get close to the hoop. Just keep it on the outside, make them shoot the threes, get the rebounds, take it back up. And that's been happening the whole game. That's why it's been so low scoring.
Yeah, exactly. The defense for both sides have been so strong, and I've been really surprised on the vision of the Lions players. They've been able to get the ball around, find open shots. John Bronner's been playing a big part of that as he dishes it to Ryan Taw as he is fouled. Great play there by the small point guard, number 11, John Bronner, who dishes it off. Very tight pass to Ryan Taw. And hats off to Ryan there for catching it there. Is an unexpected pass. And it's not a shooting foul, so the Lions are going to get it under the hoop.
Ryland will inbound the ball.
I think the refs just wanted the possession arrow changed on the clock. It was pointed on the Lions, and the Lions got it at the first of the quarter, or at the beginning of the quarter.
Ryland passes to John Bronner, a little over though. John Bronner gets it, dribbles it back, passes to Eli Hall. Eli, not a good pass though. Number 11 steals the ball, but slows it down. Passes to 3, who takes a shot from the outside. No good. Ian Whitehead with the rebound. Whitehead to Ryland Taw, half court. Half court passes to Ian Kellerman, and Kellerman makes the little shot.
Nice shot there from Elijah Hall. Ryland called it. Ian Whitehead saw him. Passes a little bit too high. Ryland still dished it off to Nicholas Kellerman. Nicholas Kellerman stayed in control. Brought it down and scored the 2. Nice play there on the Lions offense as the ball's tipped away by John Bronner. And Ryan Taw, you going the other way, lays it in for 2. 2 big plays for the Lions. As John Bronner's tripped up there by the Danville player on his ankle that's kind of bandaged up a little bit. But wow, the Lions coming off with a lot of energy, going down the other going down on the other end of the court and getting past Danville's defense, and that's just from fast pace. And I also think that's from the vision. Especially from John Bronner, Ryan Taw. And another thing for the Lions, a big thing for them is they're playing as a unit right now. They're playing all as one, and that's just great. No one's taking the ball, taking crazy shots. We had a little bit of that in the first quarter. But the Lions, they're playing as a unit, and that's so strong. And that's the biggest reason why they're in the lead right now, in the lead by 4. And hats off to them for that.
It's a great start to the Lions' second half. Number 3 dribbles it up to 11. 11 open, but passes it to 12 on the outside. 11 dribbles, passes it to 3. Number 5 goes in, passes back out. Lions playing tight defense, keeping the ball on the outside, forcing them to shoot. 5 goes in and gets deflected. John Bronner, and Ryland Taw takes the ball, dribbles it up, and will.
And nothing's called there. No foul on either side. Ryan basically ran over the Danville player. Blocking foul. I think it might have been there, but nothing's called. So Lions are going to turn the ball over there. Ryan was moving a little bit too fast, but a great defensive play there by John Bronner as Ryan traps 11. Beautiful trap there. As Bronner shoves number 3, his first. Number 35, he has 3 fouls for Danville. Number 15 has 3 fouls. Nobody on the Lions is in foul danger. His number 5 has 6 points. And the leading scorer, Ryan, steals the ball. Great play, comes up with it, slows it down. And as I was saying, the leading scorer for the Lions right now is Elijah Hall, who's currently on the bench right now, being saved for the varsity game. As a nice shot from Ryan, no good. Elijah Hall, excuse me, he's standing right there. I don't know what I was talking about when I said he was on the bench. as he gets fouled with a crazy shot. He's going to the free throw line. What a play there.
Great play by Eli Hall.
Elijah really has been the backbone right now for the Lions defense, being a big presence in the post, moving his feet, along with John Bronner and Ryan Ton. Again, I don't know if I can really say anyone's like being a backbone because they're all working so well together. So Elijah Hall knocks down the first free throw as 35 comes into the game. And number 4 for Danville. As Elijah pulls back, takes the shot, and that one's good. Elijah Hall, nothing but net, drops it in. Lions come quickly back down to play some defense.
Number 3. Number 12 on the outside. Ryland takes another ball. John Bronner goes up for the layup and misses it, sadly. 3 passes it. Eli Hall.
And another interception for the Lions. They just need to slow a little bit down on offense, and they're set with all these steals and these defensive pressure that they're bringing on Danville. And John Bronner again, a blunder. Needs to calm down a little bit. Pass too hard to Rylands. Turnover.
Number 3 slowly dribbling past the half court. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the third quarter. Number 5 on the outside. Passes it back to 3 on the top. To 5. Back. Lions defense has been really good. And another steal. Ryland Taw is going up for another layup.
And that one falls. What a play by Ryland Taw. I thought it was going to get fouled. I thought it was going to bounce out. It bounces, but it goes back in. 24-16. Lions on a 6-0 run right now, I believe. For the first 4 minutes of the third quarter, great play there by Lions defense. As Danville tries to find something, a way to put the ball in. Drives in, ball out of the hands of 35. Number 5 in the corner, he takes a shot. Elijah Hall right there. Ball tipped out of the hands of number 3. And it's Lions ball. The Lions being lucky right there. Getting the ball as Danville continues to bring their full court press, which is kind of works in the advantage of the Lions. The ball is inbounded to Whitehead as he takes it past the 10-second line. Picks up his dribble. Pass, Nicholas Kellerman slips through his hands, holds on to it. All the way back over to Ryan and Taw. Risky passes there, but they're connected with the receiving player for the pass.
John Bronner on the top, not sure what to do. Passes to Ian Whitehead on the outside. Ian Whitehead passes to Eli Hall. Eli Hall is going to try to go in, but gets the ball stolen. 35 takes the ball, passes to 12. The Vikings are going fast. Number 11 on the outside, passes to 5. On the top, 5 to 35. 35 takes the 3 and swishes it. Score is 24-19. Lions on top.
Big shot there by number 35. Lions were not expecting it. And he sinks it, being open, as Whitehead takes it again past the 10-second line. He's got to be careful of that. That's an easy trap on by Danville that they can bring. A very physical game. As John Bronner's trying to break his defender. Gets a screen from Ryland. Nice screen there from Ryland. He rolls off a little bit too late. Pass into Elijah. Backs into the paint. He gets fouled. That's 35's 4th foul. He's in big foul trouble. One more foul and he's out.
The defense for both teams has been very good. It is only on the quick passes and the fast offense that they get it stolen and the other teams take it up for the point.
Yeah, exactly. It's 35 for Danville. Takes a seat. But as you were saying about the defense, it's a very physical game. A lot of things are not being called for both sides. So the Lions are doing a great job adapting to that. They're matching the physicality. They're not getting too frustrated, which is great. And brings us back to the good old days of Jordan when basketball could be played as basketball and you didn't hear a whistle every time you touched a player. As the ball's tipped out of bounds, Ryland's smart decision not to touch it. They're going to keep the ball from the almost tipped pass by Nicholas Kellerman. As Elijah Hall takes a seat on the bench. Great game from him.
Ryland Taw inbounding the ball, not sure where to pass. Passes a risky pass to John Bronner. John Bronner gets it though, passes to Kellerman on the outside. Kellerman is getting manhandled. But Ian Whitehead gets the ball, passes to Ryland. Ryland, stock, is not sure, but 5 seconds is called on him.
There's that, and I've been waiting for that. It's been a lot of times where it was very close. Ryland was able to get it off, but it was not able to get it off at that point. As the Lions are starting to dwindle off, they need some sort of burst of energy, a big play, big something. Good defense, John Bronner, as the ball swung over to 4. Danville defense, they want it in the paint, they don't get it. Now they want it on the perimeter. 12 was open, decide not to pass it to him. Quick pass to 3, 12 has it on the wing now. Back to the top, back to 12, he wants a shot. Whitehead's not letting him take anything. If he wants to take something, he's got to take a Curry shot way outside the perimeter. 11 with it, nice trap there by Ryan, almost pushed him out of bounds. 12 finds in the corner, back to 12 at the wing.
30 seconds left in the third quarter. Number 12 is dribbling out, passes to 3. 3 on the outside, tries to go in, but passes back to 11. 11 on the corner, takes the shot, no good.
Whitehead, gets his hands on the ball. 12 recovers it.
The Lions are forcing them to take shots on the outside, which is great because they're getting the rebounds. Ian Whitehead loses the ball. It's going to be a jump ball.
And a great play there by John.
Foul.
Oh, man, that's a foul. Thank you, Joseph. I didn't think that was a foul. But foul on John Bronner. I thought it was a jump ball. And the tension is rising on the court as it's such a close game with 3 seconds. And a big 3 by Danville, by number 3, as he sinks a shot, 22-24. And the tension is very high. Looks like number 3 said a few things to the bench after he made that shot. And we're gonna see how the Lions respond to that. They dwindled off a little bit in the third quarter. Hopefully they can come back in the fourth, bring something. And Paulie Carlisle goes over to have a quick word with the refs. I don't know what it was about. Maybe it was about what number 3 said, but I'm not gonna say anything definitely because I don't want to say something wrong. But the Lions are gonna have to try to figure out something. Marco Cruz comes back in. They gotta keep this intensity. This intensity has been keeping them in the game. And you said it exactly right, Joe. The Lions right now are not letting Danville take shots. They're forcing them to take shots, which is definitely getting in the heads of Danville because they're a shooting team. They don't usually bring it into paint a lot. And the Lions just forcing them to take crazy shots has been such an advantage for the Lions as the ball's inbounded.
All boils down to this last quarter to see which team will take the game. Number 3, still a half court, passing it to 12. 12 dribbling, back to 3. Back to 12. 3's going in, passes it.
It's gonna go off the face of number 12. A bad pass there. Danville's moving too quickly, and John Bronner is gonna be able to come up with the ball as he gets it. He wants Marco Cruz as a safety net in case he gets trapped. Marco Cruz got to stay behind the 10-second line in case John Bronner needs to pass it out. He gets past 10-second line. Tries to go behind his back. He recovers it. Goes under the legs of Danville. And 23 recovers it. Sean Holman gets his hands on it. Ryan Todd dives on it. It's going to be the Lions' ball. The Lions starting to break down on their group effort here that's starting to become individualistic, which they cannot afford. They all need to keep their heads high or their heads up, and when I mean that, I mean so they can see. Like, they had great vision in the first half. They got to keep that. As Ryan finds Kellerman. He slows down. He needs to keep the pace of this game up as he gets past his defenders. Great play there. Ball handed to John Bronner. as he gets past his defender. And they're all over him. Ref's going to call a foul.
Vikings playing a super tight defense, making sure the Lions do not score any more points and to keep them in reach.
John Bronner very frustrated. He wanted a foul, or he wanted the call earlier. He did get it. 11 and 3 are going back and forth at it, and that's Bronner versus Danville. Number player 3. As he continues to try to break it. He's got to keep his head up, which he's very good at. Not let him get in his head, which is hard to get in John's head. It's going to be a jump ball call. It's going to be Danville's ball. Lions got to keep their energy up. If they lose their energy, it might be the downfall of them for this game. Danville is losing their energy too, which is what Lions got to take advantage of.
11 with the ball, dribbling. Team still on the outside, not figure out a way to get past the Lions defense. 12 on the outside. Passes to 23. 23 gets in the paint, but passes back out to 11. Passes to 4 in the corner, back to 11. Ryland almost intercepts the ball, but they pass it to 3, who was free in the corner, but no good on the 3. 11 back in the same position as he was. Tries to go in, passes to 3. 3 almost takes the 3, but goes in. Passes to 23. 23 goes in, but no good.
And a nice pass there by the Lions, or excuse me, by Danville. Nicholas Cunningham was not quick enough to get back and box out for the rebounds. As Danville goes to the line to shoot 2, and Elijah Hall, he's coming back in. He's got to play strong. As he sinks the first free throw, and here Elijah Hall comes back in. Elijah a little bit more faster than Nicholas Kellerman. He has a little bit more strength behind him too. And he has more experience. However, Nicholas Kellerman and number 23, lane violation. Shot doesn't count. 24-23, Lions holding the lead. Ryan gets the ball. John Bronner trying to break 3. Pass to Sean Holman. He has Elijah at the top. Elijah needs to take a pass. Pass to Sean Holman. Nice pass there. Try to body up. Crazy shot. No good. Not a good shot. Rebound number 3 for Danville as he pulls back out.
Number 12 on the outside. Lions are trying to slow them down. 12 tries to go in, but passes it back out to 3. 11 fakes the shot, tries to go in, but passes it back out. 35 in the paint, takes a shot, no good.
Great defense there by Elijah Hall.
Comes out with the rebound and makes a layup.
Danville takes the lead. First time in the fourth quarter as John Bronner's run over. Great. Number 3 runs over John Bronner. You can really see the tension there. A lot of physicality there. And John Bronner completely breaks his defender, gets past him. Passes to Elijah Hall, wide open in the middle. Gives it to Sean Holman. You got to hold it. And the ball's tipped out. 12 comes up with it. Holman cannot foul here. And he does. Bad foul there by Sean Holman.
4 minutes left on the fourth quarter. Very close game.
And I don't know, maybe Nicholas Kahneman could come back in for Marco Cruz to have 2 big men out there. The Lions just really got to pressure the shot. They can't let any big threes happen, as Danville is accustomed to doing, as we saw in the first half, hitting big threes. John Bronner playing stellar defense, playing a good game after being hacked a lot. 35 gets it out. We know he can shoot. He hands it off to number 11.
35 on the outside, goes in and tries to make a reverse layup, no good. Eli Hall under the court, gets it stolen, and Bronner fouls number 3.
A bad play there by Elijah Hall, stripped. The ball was stripped from him. And the Lions racking up the fouls now. Cannot afford to go into bonus. It's Danville's ball, under the hoop, 11. Holding it, had 5 open, excuse me.
3 on the outside, dribbling. Passes back to 5. Number 12. Danville's really trying to slow it down here with the lead.
Lions are still in the lead, or no, I'm sorry. Danville, is in the lead by 1. Number 3, he wants another shot. Bronner's not on him anymore. As 35 takes the shot, no good. Sean Holman jumps too early, but he does come down with it, and 12 is called for the foul. Bringing the press back. Got to do something here. They need a basket to take the lead. 2:51. Marco Cruz inbounded. The ball over to John Bronner. Finds Elijah Hall. Elijah holds onto it. He needs to get it out. Almost gets picked up by number 3. Bronner holding onto it. Gives it into the corner to Ryland. Ryland drives. Nice drive into the middle and puts it in for 2. Great play there by Ryland Shaw. Found the opening and laid it in for 2, taking the lead. Got to play strong defense. 12 being guarded by Marco, runs into the screen. Ryland pops out to cover the 3 from number 3, 11 with it. 2:14, down by 1, Danville circling the ball around the perimeter.
Number 3 with the ball, a little over 2 minutes left. Number 5 with free 3, takes this and makes it.
Big 3 there by Danville. 28-26. John Bronner barely gets it to Elijah. Elijah finds Sean Holman, moving a little bit too slow. He'll make it, and that's a tied game. 28-28. Beautiful play there by Sean Holman, and a great pass. Timeout, Danville. They talk over. They want to hold the ball. If they can hold it for 1 minute and 35 seconds, get the last shot off. I don't know. Should they take a 3 or go in for 2? It's definitely not more safe to go for 2. Try to get it in. They've had a lot more trouble getting the basket in. The Lions just got to watch out for a 3. Nobody on the Lions have made a 3-pointer this game. They got to keep up the defense. It's nice that they can take a quick breather right now. Got to keep a strong defense. They've had a strong defense the entire game. Playing in the zone. John Bronner, number 11, John Bronner, number 11, going back and forth with number 3. Very physical. John Bronner has been staying in it, and after the big 3 from number 3, at the end of the 3rd quarter, got a little bit more heated. And the Lions just got to keep their cool and keep playing how they've been playing this entire game.
One shot from the team, and good defense will do it. Lions just need to get their defense, take the ball, and make a shot.
And Danville's going to try to hold the ball here. They're going to move slow, trying to find a good shot. I think they're going to take a 3. That's just my gut instincts. Number 5 finds 3, bobbles it, controls it. Bronner guarding him. A steal would be huge here. 11 holding it. Minute 15 seconds. Clock winding down, drives, gives it to 5. John Bronner going up to guard him. 12 is open, way outside the perimeter. He holds onto it. Gives it to 3. He's holding it. 58 seconds. 35 at the top of the key. He drives in, and he's called for the foul with 51 seconds left. Might have been a travel there. I think the foul was called.
Bronner is fouled out, I'm pretty sure. That's 5 fouls for Bronner. I think he's off it. Andrew Sick in for John Bronner.
And that's a big loss for the Lions. John Bronner, the starting point guard who's been in this entire game, has to take a seat on the bench after 5 fouls. Andrew Sick's got to step up and take his position as playing tight defense. As Marco Cruz is watching 12, 43 seconds.
Lions need a steal here.
Danville is winding the clock down exactly like they want. No shot clock, so they can take as long as they want. They've been holding the ball for a minute now. They want the very last shot in this game. They're going to hold it and take a last desperate shot. As they're just dribbling around. 19, 18 seconds left. Ryan's got to watch the corner as he's just holding it. And there's a timeout called, 9 seconds left. Danville holds it. They want one shot. They're gonna have to make a play, get a man open. Lions gotta keep the strong defense. Andrew Sick has got to stay on his player. And he is very good at that, we've seen him. He's just gotta fill the shoes, very big shoes of John Bronner. And I do have faith in him as Ian Whitehead comes in, and so does Nicholas Kellerman. They gotta watch the perimeter as Sean Holman steps out. And if the Lions get the ball, I don't know what they're gonna do. I would call a timeout quickly, get the ball at the other end of the court so you don't have to waste the time bringing the ball up the court. 9 seconds, 9.8 seconds, so about 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
This has been a great game for both teams.
Very fast-paced, very aggressive, very physical. And it's very nice to see that the Lions have been able to stay in and match the momentum and the strength of Danville. And they're playing as one unit. Andrew Sick does take a seat on the bench as Nicholas Kellerman comes in for him with 5 seconds left. Ryan comes up with the steal. 3 seconds. Ryan goes in, and he doesn't go up with it. I don't know what happened there. He wanted the foul. But what a huge steal by Rylan Ta. Comes up with the steal, goes down to the other end, gets under the hoop. Could have taken the shot and possibly been fouled. One free throw would win the game. Hesitated too long under the basket. Didn't know exactly how much time he had. But what a great play. What a great play by the Lions to get the steal. Huge play by Ryan Ta as it goes into overtime. 3 minutes. Sean Holman comes back in.
Rylan was double teamed right when he was trying to make the layup.
He could have gone up for it. There was no harm. Even if Danville got it, they wouldn't have been able to take a shot. And he would have most likely gotten fouled. Danville was all over him. He should have gone up. He did hesitate in the moment. And it's going to overtime.
3 minutes.
But even though it was a slight blunder, Ryan did save the game for the Lions. He stole the ball before Danville could do anything. Great play there. He's been stealing the ball all game long as Nicholas Kellerman gets the tip and goes into the hands of Ryan Tal. Ryan Tal just has got to shake off that play there. And he did get the steal, which was huge. And number 12 steals it from Rylands. Marco Cruz. Good defense there as Sean Holman grabs the ball. And Danville I don't know what quite happened there. It looks like Lions are in the bonus. And yes, they are. Sean Holman, he's going down to the other side of the court to shoot 1 and 1. This is huge for the Lions being in the bonus. They just got to watch their fouls. Ryan and Todd has just got to calm down, shake off that last play. He got the steal, big steal, and he just made a small mistake, which brought it into overtime. He's got to shake that off. Sean Holman 6 down the first one, taking the lead, 29-28. Lines up for the second one. So Ryan stays back. Takes it, and that one goes hard off the rim. Elijah Hall comes up with the rebound. Bounced off of Ryland, and that's tipped, and it's going out of bounds. And it's staying with the Lions. Great play there by the Lions as 23 subs back in. Lions up by 1, 29-28. Marco Cruz on the baseline.
Marco Cruz inbounds the ball to Nicholas Kellerman. Nicholas Kellerman took a shot. Nicholas Kellerman passes Sean Holman in the paint and makes it. Sean Holman with the quick 2 points.
Good pass there by Elijah Hall. He had Marco Cruz, decided not to pass him. Found Elijah Hall with a fadeaway layup. He puts it in, bringing them up by 3. Big play there. 2:13 left in the overtime. 31-28. 3 with it. Drives, gives it to 12. Doesn't take it. Holds on to it. Elijah Hall all over him. In his hands in his face. No fouls. 35 finds it in the paint. Good play there. Small defensive breakdown. No one's there to inbound it. Ryan Taw finally grabs it. And he's going to inbound it to Nicholas Kellerman. Nicholas Kellerman finds Elijah Hall. He slows it down and gives it to Elijah Hall. Or excuse me, gives it to Sean Holman. Marco Cruz with it.
Marco Cruz is on the outside. Number 5.
It's a timeout called by Father Carlisle. Smart play there. He's probably going to do exactly what Danville did. Hold the clock for a minute, 38 seconds, and get a shot up. They're up by 1. They have the advantage. However, all Danville needs is any shot from anywhere on the court, and they take the lead. The Lions got to take their time. It is also nice because if they score 2, it forces Danville to shoot a 3. They have been hitting a couple threes, except in the first quarter they were very cold and they weren't able to hit any of their shots. As this game continues into overtime, I think this is my first overtime game that I have broadcasted. I don't remember the last overtime game I've been at for La Salette. But it's a very low-scoring game, and that's just due to the outstanding defense on both sides. And the Lions take the court again. Inbounding it is Marco Cruz.
Lions really could use a shot here to force the team to shoot a 3. Marco Cruz inbounds it to Nicholas Kellerman. Marco Cruz takes a 3, no good. Ryland Todd hits it out of bounds, and it is Danville's ball with 1:34 to go.
I don't know if that was a planned shot from Marco. I didn't actually see the shot. Was it a good shot? Did he have defense in his face?
No, he was open.
He wasn't able to connect with that. That would have been a huge 3, but he doesn't make it. Minute 22 seconds. Danville's going to hold it, try to do what they did earlier. They have the advantage. They have the ball. Hopefully Ryan can come up with a steal. Getting a little bit of deja vu since we just watched this. As Danville gets it in the paint, gets it out to number 3. Island playing tight defense. And Andrew Sick, he comes out with the steal, and he passes it intercepted. Throws all the way down to 35. Fadeaway, he doesn't make it. Nicholas Kellerman gets it, and he's fouled going to the free throw line to shoot 2 shots.
This is great for the Lions. Can secure the win right here.
Father Carlisle talking to Marco Cruz. I don't know if he was happy with the shot that he took, but Nicholas Kellerman made his last 2. Through with the steal. As 12 circles around. He finds 3. 3 holds on to it. He's trying to find something. 35 comes out with a screen. Ryan gets past it over to the corner to 12. 12 gives it into the wing over to the corner. Andrew Sick guarding him. 3 has it now, and timeout called by Danville. 27 seconds left in overtime. Nicholas Kellerman's just got to shake off that he missed that free throw. And now it's becoming more, it's hurting the Lions more that John Bronner fouled out. If John Bronner was still in this game, it would be a very different game. John Bronner was so, what's the word I'm looking for? He was so essential to the offense, running things, great defense, setting people up, drawing defenders away. He and 11 were going back and forth at it. And number 3 had the advantage, and John Bronner fouled out before he did.
Lions defense needs to come through here. Take the ball or stop them. Run out the clock.
Exactly. They the advantage here they have is if they get another steal, they just need to hold on to it. Hold on to the ball, get fouled, go to the free throw line. And the Lions have had so many steals this game. Ryan's had 3. Andrew Sick just had a huge one. John Bronner had a couple. And I think actually Ryan might have had a few more than 3. I don't know the exact number. Lions coming in as Danville gets the ball inbounded as the clock starts. 18 seconds left. 3 gets past. Finds 5 in the corner. 14 seconds. Clock ticking. 12 seconds. 3. Dribbling, holding on to it. 12 wants the ball. The Lions defense shifts. 8 seconds left. The ball is in Marco Cruz's hands. He holds, and the ball's turned over. 1 second left. As Marco Cruz was saying, he was getting shoved in the back. He couldn't do anything with 0.2 seconds left. Timeout, Danville. 31-30. Huge play by the Lions. They come up with another steal.
Lions defense comes through.
They do. You said exactly. Danville has 0.2 seconds. 0.2 seconds. That's all they have. Danville has to throw up a miraculous shot. They basically have to catch the ball and shoot. So the Lions just have to make sure that they are watching, and the biggest thing actually, Ben Blood had his hands up in the air, which reminded me they cannot foul in the shot. Whatever they do, they just have to stick their hands up, and if Danville makes it, they make it. They cannot go to SWAT. They cannot foul. They have to keep their cool. And right here is just going to show the discipline of the Lions. If they can stop from fouling, that's huge. Danville is asking for more time. They said that when the whistle blew, the clock had 1 second. Both refs are talking to Danville. I don't know what they're saying, but they're not doing anything. Refs don't do anything. So Danville has 0.2 seconds. 1 shot. I don't know who's going to take it. Number 3 has taken a very deep shot, made it. Hopefully they can hold them here. Huge play for the Lions. If they can stop this to end this very fast-paced, crazy game. 31-30. The ref is preparing to inbound the ball to number 12, and the whistle blows. 5 seconds begins until he has to inbound it. Holding on to it. No shot open, gives it to 3, takes the deep shot, and that's going hard off. The Lions come off with the victory. 31-30, shot missed. What a exuberating game from the Lions. Great defense, great offense. We might have to award player of the game to John Bronner or Ryan Ta. I don't know, Ryan had the huge steal at the end of the game. I think we'll just give it to both of them, just outstanding players.
The team was fantastic today. They did their defense was on. They were getting steals. That's how they got most of their points.
Exactly. And ladies and gentlemen, this was only the JV game. Coming up in about 20 to 10 minutes, 10 to 20, excuse me. I do not know the exact time, but the varsity game will begin. And please tune in to watch that game. In 25 minutes, the game will start. I'm Michael McCall, and next to me is Joseph Romero. Thank you so much for listening.